I wasn't the favorite kid in my class. Often I was left alone during my primary school years. In my boredom, I created imaginary friends to keep me company, and Mom laughed it off when I told her about it. Although I had a small handful of friends in school, I was always given the impression that I wasn't welcomed. In a sea of Chinese faces, I was the only dark, tanned-looking girl. It was like a black dot on a white cloth. My mom, Palaniamah Muthan, is Indian, and my dad, Weng Foo, is Chinese. I recall an incident when a school friend of mine overheard my mom talking to me in Tamil while I was on the phone. The next day, I was teased and mocked about it in my class. They laughed at my Tamil and said how silly it sounded. At that young age, it really affected me, and I began to have self-esteem issues because of that incident. At an age when all I wanted was to fit in, I felt inferior to my Chinese friends because my mom was Indian. I didn't feel proud about my ethnicity. My school time wasn't all entirely bad, but it was a trying time for me to understand my mixed background. Every term on report card day, my mom would turn up to collect it and have a chat with the school teacher about my grades. My dad never paid attention to my studies. My mom never finished schooling, so she found it hard to monitor my subjects. At one point, my grades were so bad that I came out the last in the class. Part of the problem was that I never fully understood Mandarin and Cantonese. With some subjects, I just didn't know what was being said. In fact, the only two subjects I liked were English and Malay. When I looked at my classmates, I had wondered how they understood the subjects so easily. Despite her small earnings, Mom became so concerned that she saved more every month to send me to tuition classes. When I entered high school, I started to gain more confidence in myself and began to understand my mom's sacrifice for me. I was so proud of her for doing a cleaner's job to support us. In 2009, I enrolled in Mahsa University College to study nursing. My mom was so proud of me. She had asked me at the graduation, "Are you embarrassed that all my life I worked as a cleaner?" I told her that I was proud of her as my mom. She worked so hard to support me and I will never forget it. She said this to me because in my local community in Bukit, Cheras, and even extended family, they all looked down on her. They said my mom was only a cleaner. Some of them even said hurtful things like, "She will be just like her mom, another cleaner." All grown up now, I am proud to be the daughter of the cleaner lady.